Hello and welcome to our channel Football Fanatics. My name is Raza and today I am going to discuss about matches of Premier League Game Week 6. But before going towards our vlog, if you haven't subscribed our channel, then please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon button to get latest updates of football. So coming back to our vlog, let's start with Everton versus Liverpool. Liverpool frustrated by Everton in Bayside Derby goalless draw. Liverpool endured a frustrating visit to the blue half of the Merseyside as they were held to a goalless draw by Everton to stun their early season progress in the Premier League. It could have been worse for Klopp's side as Cody looked to have put Everton ahead from close range in the 69th minute, but his effort was ruled out for offside. Liverpool hit the woodwork twice in the space of a few first half seconds, but an inspired Pickford stood firm to earn Frank Lampard's team a valuable point at Goodison Park. Although Salah almost gave his side a remarkable win in the stoppage time when his left-footed shot hit the post via fingertip save from Pickford. Klopp said that it was a real derby, super intense and full of really spectacular moments. I think we hit the post three times and there were a few unbelievable saves from Pickford. Wow, what can you do? In this game, easy and free flowing is not possible. You have to dig deep, and that's what we did. A 0-0 draw sounds strange, but that's it. Liverpool's Nunes made an immediate return to Liverpool's starting lineup after his red card against Crystal Palace, while Carvalho also slotted into Klopp's 11 after his stoppage time heroics against Newcastle United. Liverpool started slowly, however, and Everton almost took advantage in the 32nd minute when Davis hit the post with an outside of the boot effort from inside the box after the ball fell kindly for him. The visitors responded with two chances in the third minute. First, Pickford tipped Nunes' right-footed volley onto the bar in acrobatic finish before Luis Diaz cut onto his right boot and fired a curling shot against the post. Klopp made an attacking change after the break when he took off Carvalho for Roberto Firmino, and Liverpool started the second half brightly and getting forward well on a number of occasions. Everton was indebted to Pickford three times in the 64th minute as he turned away a stinging right-footed shot from Firmino and the striker's header from the resulting corner before getting down well to keep out a low shot from Fabinho. And Frank Lampard's side had a golden chance to go ahead moment later in the 65th minute when they surged forward and worked the ball to summer signing Mope, whose shot was straight to Alisson. Mope looked to have made up for that miss in the 69th minute when he fired a low shot cross goal which Cody turned home, but it was chalked off after a VAR review. Everton kept pushing and Alisson had to be alert to tip over a deflected shot from McNeil in the 84th minute after the winger cut in from the right. And Firmino was foiled by Pickford again in the 87th minute when he got on the end of the Salah pass and saw his shot palmed away by the Everton keeper. Klopp said that I thought we were brilliant. It was one of the best 0-0s you are likely to see. And then Lampard commented on this match as Pickford made some great saves. You need your keeper to be on it in games like this. It was a real game of two teams going for it. I can't fault the players and the spirit. We played well and we are getting better. So our next match is Brentford versus Leeds United. It was also a high intensity game. Jose March was sent off as and Ivan Toney hat-trick helps Brentford thrash Leeds. Leeds United manager Marsh was sent off and Toney struck a sensational hat-trick to earn Brentford a thrilling 5-2 home win over Yorkshire club in the Premier League on Saturday. Toney sent Meslier the wrong way from the penalty spot to open the scoring in the 30th minute after being fouled by Sinistra and doubled Brentford's lead with a sublime free kick from just outside the box in the 43rd minute. He completed his sixth career hat-trick in stunning style in 58th minute, grounding Meslier and floating the ball over two defenders and into an empty net from distance after the Leeds keeper was forced to charge out to clear his lines. Tony said that I have set myself a target of 30 goals this season. Who now has 5 goals in 6 appearances this season? Let's see where he stands up and it is achievable. Why not? It's not achievable. Sinistra pulled a goal back for Leeds just before halftime with a fine bit of skill, but Leeds then lost their manager Marsh to a red card for arguing with the officials shortly after Tony's third goal. Marsh said that I was calm the whole time until there is an egregious act for me. I don't even want to get tossed and I don't want to show disrespect to referees but when I feel like there's disrespect going in the other direction, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do right now. Marsh introduced Bamford at halftime and the striker came close to making an instant impact, beating Benme for pace down the left and forcing Raya into making a sharp save soon after the restart. Bamford, after the match, said that it's not where we wanted to be. We can't do what we did, which was get back into the game and then throw it away within seconds. It's nap. We have got to learn quickly because you can't get away with that. Mark Roca scored a second for the visitors in the 79th, but it was Brentford who had the last word when Mbappe slotted home a minute later to restore the two-goal cushion before Vaisa added the home side's fifth in injury time. Marsh said that the main thing is we gave away too many easy goals, some mistakes that led them into chances and set pieces. We have to learn from the making these mistakes when we were away from home and we have to get better. The win moved Brentford up four places to seventh in the table while Leeds dropped to ninth. Our next match is between Chelsea and West Ham. Kai Havertz seals late Chelsea comeback win over West Ham after VAR drama. Chelsea clinched a 2-1 comeback win against West Ham United in a dramatic fashion as Havertz scored a 88-minute winner with a late equalizer from Cornet ruled out by a VAR. Cornet smashed home after a mix-up at the back of Chelsea defense line. Corner smashed home after a mix-up at the back for Chelsea, but the goal was chalked off after Bowen was deemed to have fouled keeper Mendy in the build-up. The decision meant Tuchel's side secured a crucial victory after their indifferent start to the season, but West Ham boss Moyes was furious with the disallowed goal. After the match, Moyes told Football Fanatics that it's a scandalous decision, absolutely rotten from one of the supposedly elite referees. I spot a lot of the war stuff. I actually think the goalkeeper dives. He's faking an injury because he can't get to the next one. He did the same on the first goal as well. The referee somehow gets that so wrong. It is incredible. Tuchel said Chelsea got lucky with the decision but added that it was the correct one, saying that he wanted his side to build on the win. We take it now step by step. We will try to use this momentum. Things are clear now. We can demand full commitment to everything. We are in the middle of creating this and it is not finished. Tuchel handed the Chelsea debut to Fofana after the defenders moved from Leicester City while Mount and Havertz were among the players dropped from the starting lineup after the shock defeat to Southampton in midweek. Both sides made a slow start and the first genuine chance came in the 27th minute when Pulisic had a shot blocked by West Ham's new signing Paqueta after a cross from Reece James was cleared out to the United States international. The second half started more brightly with Fofana trying his luck from range to no avail while Gallagher halted Antonio as the striker mounted a West Ham counter-attack. Cucurella was forced into a block from a Bowen effort in the 57th minute and the West Ham forward tested Mendy with a volley in the 62nd minute, the game's first shot on target. Mendy flapped at the resulting corner after it was flicked up by the Paqueta, allowing Rice to scare for Antonio to slot home from close range. Chelsea hauled themselves back into the game in the 76th minute when Chilwell took advantage of a moment of madness from Fabianski poking through the keeper's legs after he hesitated following the left back's flick on from a long ball. Substitute Havertz latched on to a cross from Chilwell to complete Chelsea's comeback within 2 minutes of the normal time. Before Cornet responded almost instantly, but Chelsea had the last laugh. Our next match is between Newcastle United and Crystal Palace. Newcastle had a second half goal ruled out after a VAR review as they drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace on Saturday in a game that was full of chances but somehow yielded no goals. After netting against Liverpool in midweek from following his arrival from Real Sociedad record signing Isaac went close to scoring in the first half, robbing Anderson but failing to get his chip over Goethe when one-on-one with the Palace keeper. Newcastle's Almorian went even closer, firing through a thicket of bodies and hitting the base of the post as the side somehow went into the break level despite a slew of chances. The home side thought they had taken the lead 6 minutes into the second half thanks to an on goal from Mitchell, but the goal was ruled out after a VAR review found that Willock had fouled Gatia. Newcastle manager Eddie Hoy said he cannot believe his team failed to score. It was an incredible game, Hoy told to Football Fanatics. Two teams going at it trying to deliver, bearing a slow start or maybe a 15-20 minute period in the middle of the first half. The lads gave me everything. How we have not scored. Palace created plenty of opportunities of their own, but many of them were fired straight at Newcastle keeper Pope, who had little trouble dealing with most of them. He did, however, pull a tremendous reflex save in the 73rd minute to maintain his clean sheet. Despite the two sides racking up 38 shots between them, the game finished scoreless to leave Newcastle in the 11th position in the table on 7 points, with Palace 15th on 6 points. Midfielder Willock, who spurned two glorious chances to break the deadlock in the second half, was disappointed with his side could not manage to get more than a point. The 23-year-old said after the match that we had loads of chances and we have to put them away. We have to be clinical when you have a team by the scruff of the neck. Palace defender Anderson seemed happier with the point as he commented that it was not our best game with the ball, but the way we defended and the resilience we showed was fantastic. We need to see out these games. If we don't win, we need to make sure we don't lose as well. The next match is between Nottingham Forest and AFC Bournemouth. Bournemouth sealed 3-2 comeback win against Nottingham Forest after 87th minute winner from Anthony. Anthony came off the bench to give Bournemouth a 3-2 win over Nottingham Forest as they bounced back from two goals down in thrilling clash of the newly promoted sides in the Premier League on Saturday. Coyote and Johnson gave Forest a 2-0 lead at halftime, but Bournemouth produced a terrific performance in the second half, rallying through goals from Billing, Solanke, and Anthony. With the score at 2-2, Anthony scored the winning goal in the 87th minute as he coolly sided footed past Forest goalkeeper Henderson following a pass from Solanke. The victory came as a relief to both men who played out a goalless draw against Wolves in their last game and were thrashed 9-0 by Liverpool last week, which led to the sacking of Scott Parker. Bournemouth interim manager Gary O'Neill said that going in at 2-0 was a real blow for us. The boys still believed, made a few changes and dug in, and I am proud of what we achieved. It has been a whirlwind last 4 or 5 days and the staff still have been so good for me. Senegal midfielder Coyote put Forest in the lead in the 33rd minute as he rose highest in the box to power home a header from Gibbs' corner kick. Forest doubled their lead before the break when forward Johnson scored an ice-cool penalty following a lengthy VAR review after a handball incident by Bournemouth skipper Kelly. Both men responded quickly in the second half, with central midfielder Billing finding the target in the 51st minute with a stunning strike from around 30 yards. Forest wasted a chance to add a third goal and it proved costly as striker Solanke made it 2-2 for Bournemouth in the 63rd minute, pulling off a superb acrobatic effort which flew into the net via a slight deflection of McKenna. Free spending Forest, who suffered their third straight league defeat, dropped into the relegation zone, 18th spot on 4 points. Their manager said that we were good for the 2-0 lead in the first half. We were comfortable, but it was a really poor first goal to concede and it set the tone. We looked like two different teams in the different halves of the match. The performance in the second half cost us the game. For large part of the second half, it was not good enough, but we have to take it to the chin. Our next match is Tottenham versus Fulham. Harry Kane was on target for Tottenham, and due to which they beat Fulham to maintain the pace. Tottenham Hotspur maintained their impressive start to the Premier League season with a 2-1 victory over Fulham that did not do justice to their attacking display of the season so far. Goals in each half by Hosberg and Kane earned Tottenham a fourth win in sixth game, but in form, Mitrovic's effort set up a nervy final. Kane's goal meant he became the outright third highest goal scorer in the Premier League on 188 goals, surpassing the former Manchester United striker Andy Cole. For the first time, Tottenham manager Conte unleashed Richarlison from the start to form an attacking trident with Kane and Son, and it proved an exciting formula. Conte said that Harry, Richie, and Sonny worked very hard for the team with the ball and without ball. They gave a lot of danger for the opponent. We are going to score many goals with these strikers. I think the final result we deserve much more for the chances we created. But you have to kill games like this. But after almost constant Tottenham pressure, it was midfielder Hosberg who finally earned Tottenham the lead they deserve with a neat 40th minute finish. Kane made it 2-0 in the 75th minute, and the superb Richarlison was denied by the woodwork and had a goal disallowed for offside as he did everything but open his account. Mitrovic struck a superb reply in the 86th for his sixth league goal of the season, but Tottenham sealed a win that puts them on 14 points from 6 matches. Fulham have 8 points. Tottenham deserved 3 points. Our first half was not good enough and we did not get our standards, Fulham boss said after the match. Our next match is Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Haaland keeps up scoring streak, but Manchester City held by impressive Aston Villa. Haaland kept up his scoring streak, but City were held to a frustrating 1-1 draw by Aston Villa on Saturday thanks to a goal from Bailey. Haaland rose highest in the 50th minute to side foot past Martinez for his 10th goal in 6 Premier League matches, equaling the league's record for the fewest amount of games to reach double figures. Bailey threw responded in the 74th minute to unvilla an impressive point against the reigning champions. Midfielder Ramsey was particularly lively for the host at Villa Park, providing the pass for his side's equalizer and causing Pep Guardiola's side several problems. City failed to click into a gear at first, and it was Villa who arguably had the biggest chance of the first half when Watkins was sent through on goal in the 38th minute and fired a shot wide of Edison's left hand post after a tackle from Stones. But it did not take long for City to assert their superiority after the break, with Haaland appearing at the back post to volley home after a looping cross from De Bruyne. Villa had a chance to equalize in the 58th minute when Ramsey won possession and burst into the Watkins return pass, but a poor touch from midfielder allowed Ederson to come out and smother. De Bruyne almost put City further ahead with a free kick which skimmed the top of the crossbar in the 67th minute, while Highland worked Martinez shortly afterwards with a right-footed effort inside the penalty area. But Villa burst into life with 16 minutes remaining when Ramsey darted forward and produced a low cross for Bill, who swept home to draw the sides level. Gerrard threw on Coutinho, and the Brazil midfielder had the ball in the net in the 80th minute, only to see the flag raised for offside. No war review was possible for that effort, but replay suggests Coutinho may have been in an onside position, and Villa boss Steven Gerrard said it has been a legitimate goal. The result leaves City in second place on 14 points on behind leaders Arsenal, who faced Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday, and Guardiola said his side had failed to kill the game off. After the match, he said that it was a good game, which just conceded one goal from one shot on target in 90 minutes. We were not precise in our final third touches and our simple things, especially in the first half. We had chances to score a second when the game was in our hands, but we didn't. Villa are in the 70th and have 4 points from their opening 6 games, but Gerrard suggested that he had been rewarded for a more pragmatic approach. After the game, he said that he was very proud. The players have come together today. They put an incredible amount of effort into the game, followed my instructions. City are always going to have moments, and we had to ride our luck. This is what we wanted out of the game, and this is the game plan we gave them. So guys, that's all for today. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, then please subscribe our channel and get latest update from Football Fanatics.